Welcome to Yoga with Subhash. In this video, we will be practicing the lotus pose called the Padmasana. We'll also be practicing a few hip opening poses that will help you prepare for the Padmasana. So let's get started. Let's just sit in a nice comfortable position for a moment. If you have tried sitting in the lotus pose or the Padmasana, you would have realized that it does need some flexibility in the hips, knees, thighs and the ankles predominantly. And if you have tightness in those areas, sometimes it is difficult to get into the Padmasana, in the lotus pose. So what I'd like to do today is to just give you some idea about what preparation you can do to get ready more and more for the Padmasana. So what I'll do today is to show you a few seated postures which will help you open the hips predominantly, hips, ankles, etc. And of course there are many other poses that you can do from the even the sitting position, standing position or reclining position that will help you work on your hips and the knees, etc. So for those, you should go and visit my my blog or my YouTube channel, and you should be able to see several videos there which will help you do some of those stretches which will help you open the hips predominantly. So like I said, today I'll just show you a few seated postures that will help you with the hip opening, opening of the hips. So let's start with the legs stretched out. We'll do a just gentle hip rotation now. So we'll start by folding the right leg, place the foot on top of the opposite thigh, slide the heel all the way back. With the left hand, thread the fingers through the toes. Okay. Place the fingers through the toes and then start with the right hand. Put the right hand on your right knee, push the knee forward, down toward the floor, back all the way and lift it up as high as you can so that you can create a nice big circle at the hip joint. So creating a rotational movement at the hip area to open up the hips and the knees in this case. So create a nice circle. Go with an easy movement, not too rushed and not forcing yourself. Just pause here and then reverse the same movement. So this time push the knee down, bring it in front all the way and then lift it up, pull it back and then create that same circular rotation. And then we can pause here. Maintaining the same position, spine still comfortably tall. We'll do a little half butterfly movement. So we're going to lift the knee up and strike it down. And if you're able to bring the knee to the floor, you can strike it hard just to get a good circulation of blood in that area. Otherwise, just do a gentle move as best as you can to create this movement. Again, opening the hips and knees. Let's pause here. Now we'll do a gentle cradle movement. So we'll place the left foot on the right foot on the inside of the left elbow. Okay, so the foot is on the inside of the elbow. The right arm is wrapped around, so your hands are together. See if you can lift the foot up higher and closer to the chest. And then do a gentle cradle move. And then pause here And from here, we do a minor variation of the same pose, this time trying to bring the toe of the right foot closer to the ear, while at the same time bending forward. So you're going to place the right hand on your thigh, and then as you exhale, begin to bend forward, go towards your foot. At the same time, bring the right foot or the right big toe close to the ear, and then slide the hand down. So this is a forward bending stretch with a little movement of the spine and a nice hip stretch. Breathe here for a few moments now. And then slowly release the hand, come back, and then release the leg down. Just go to bounce the knees a few times and relax for a moment. Do similar movements on the other side now. So place the foot on the top of the thigh and slide the heel all the way back. Thread the fingers through the toes again. And use the left hand, push the knee forward, down, back, and up, creating a nice circular rotation at the hip joint. Maintain regular breathing. Pause here. We'll reverse the direction of movement now. So press the knee down, push it forward, lift it up, and bring it back. Again, a similar circular rotational movement. Once again, when you finish the next round, just pause. We'll do the half butterfly again. Bring the knee up and down at a pace that's comfortable for you. And if you can bring the knee to the floor, just kind of strike it against the floor. A little more blood circulation in the knees and thighs. Okay, let's pause here. We'll again do that same cradle move. So this time place the left foot on the inside of the right elbow and wrap the arm around the knee, other arm, hold the hands together. Again, the intention is to lift the foot up higher and bring the leg closer to the chest area, up and close to the chest, and then do a gentle cradle move. Let's pause here. We can do that foot to the ear pose. It's called the Akarana asana in Sanskrit. Akarana. Karana is the Sanskrit word for the ear. Toward the ear. That's the literal meaning of Akarana. So we're going to bring this foot close to the ear. At the same time, place the left hand on your thigh. As you exhale, slide the hand down, and at the same time bring the foot close to the ear. If you can, touch the ear with the foot. And stay here for a few breaths now. And as you inhale, slowly come back up. And we're going to finally release the leg, just bounce the knees a few times. Okay, so from here now we move on to the full butterfly. This time we're going to bend both the knees, join the soles of the feet together, and we'll slide the heels all the way back. So the heels are, as if possible, touching the groin area. Interlock the fingers across the toes. Again, keep the spine up, not bending forward. We're not rounding the spine. Spine up, knees down, and again we'll do that butterfly now, so up and down movement. Same guideline. If your knees are able to touch the ground, try to strike them hard against the ground. If not, do the best you can. Just keep moving at a pace that is natural and comfortable for you. No force. We're going to pause here. Keep the feet where they are. Knees to the outside. Going to get a little more hip stretch by bending forward now. Right in this position, we're going to bend forward, making sure you don't overdo it. This could be fairly intense for your hips, thighs, and your spine. So be careful. Just go slowly and only as far as you comfortably can. Again, you can feel a nice stretch on the hips, knees, thighs, spine. Keep breathing in the process, natural rhythm of breathing. Wherever you reach in the final positions, just spend a few more breaths there in the final position. And then slowly come back up. Inhale. And again, finally, the legs out. Just bounce the knees a few times. Okay, and we'll do one more asana, which is going to help us open the hips. It's a variation of the Gomukh asana. Gomukh is the Sanskrit name for the cow face pose. Cow face. So in this one, we're going to bend the right knee, and then I'm going to place the right foot from under the thigh and bring it outside, on the outside and all the way back. Again, bend this knee and bring this foot all the way back. Okay? So the idea is to bring the feet as far back as you can. So if you look from the back side, the 2 feet look like the ears of a cow, and that's why it's called the cow face pose, or the Gomukhasana. Okay, so you're going to slide the feet all the way back. Now in the classical cow face pose, as you probably know, you have to raise the arms up and bend, bring the hands behind the back. But today we'll do just the variation where we'll engage the hips now. Okay, and to do that, we're going to place the hands in front. Keep the spine elongated. And then start walking your hands away. Go as far as you can. Once you're in your final position, drop the forearms down. See if you can place the elbows on the floor. And you can rest the chest and the chin also on the thigh and the knee now. And you can start feeling a nice stretch on the hip area here. In my case, the left hip, I'm getting a very nice stretch. Stay there for a few breaths. And then slowly come back up and walk your hands back. Pause briefly and then we'll switch sides. So remember, one foot goes from under the thigh outside all the way back. Same thing with the other foot on the top of the thigh, and slide the feet as far back as you can get them. Place the hands in front and then keep walking the hands in front. Take them as far as you can go. See? Slide the hands away. In the final position, wherever you reach, lower the elbows down. So the elbows are on the floor if possible. If not, keep them straight there, or bend them as much as you can. And then rest the chest on the thigh, knee, the chin on the knee. If you slide the hands even a little further away, you feel a nice stretch on the right hip in this case. And then slowly lift the head up, and then walk your hands back. Come up. Once again, stretch the legs out. Just gentle bounce of the knees. And pause now. Okay, so now this is where we will try to get into the lotus pose. So let me face this way. Alright, so we'll start first with the half lotus. So in this one, we'll bend the knee and then place the foot on top of the thigh. And the other knee is bent under the thigh, so the heel is under the thigh. And this foot on top. Now when we do these variations of the lotus pose, the general intention is to keep the knees down. If that's not the case, if the knees, let's say this knee is hanging up, you can try placing a cushion under the knee, even a block. If that still doesn't help you, or you're not very comfortable, you can actually sit on a cushion yourself. You know, place the cushion under the buttocks, and then you can put one other cushion under the knee. Okay, that will give you a lot of relief to your spine as well as your knees. Otherwise, this is the half lotus, where one foot is on top of the thigh, the other is under the thigh, knees close to the floor. Spine in all these positions is always nice and tall but comfortable, no strain. Okay, so that's the half lotus. And then we'll switch sides, try the half lotus by just exchanging the feet now. So the right foot will go under the thigh and left foot on top of the thigh. Again, slide the heel all the way back, both the heels back, under the thigh, one under the thigh, one on top. Again, try to keep the knees close to the floor, if not wherever they're able to reach. If you need to, feel a little more comfortable, place a cushion under the knee and place one cushion under your buttocks. That will help you give a little relief to the spine as well as the knees and the thighs. Okay, so just nice comfortable posture. That's the half lotus. And of course from here you may want to try the full lotus. Again, that might take a little more effort, a little more preparation if you're not quite comfortable and flexible in these areas that I mentioned, but you can always give it a try. So keep this foot on top. You're going to slide the right foot out and then lift the foot up and bring it on top of the opposite thigh. So this becomes the Padmasana, or the full lotus pose. Okay, and then again the intention is to keep the knees down. If you need to, you can put a cushion under these knees and also sit on a cushion yourself. That will be very helpful if you have tightness in your hips, knees, or the ankles. Spine tall, comfortable. Okay, so this is the full lotus. And again, in this one, we'll try to switch the feet around. So in my case, the right foot is on top, then I'm going to bring the left foot on top. So bring the feet out. We're going to keep the right foot here, and then keep the left foot on top of the right. Bring the heels all the way back, feet all the way back, knees down, and the spine remains nice and tall but relaxed. Shoulders relaxed, and this becomes your full lotus, or the Padmasana position. Okay? And you can read more details about this posture and some of the preparation postures on my blog. And as I mentioned, there are many other postures that I have talked about, which will also open the hips and the knees, etc. and you can go to my YouTube channel or my blog and read about them. Okay. Thank you all very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed practicing with me, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of the day.